patient. Stop being so anxious. He said, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. He said, you a 12-round fighter. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. And he said, that helped me be anxious. He said, that helped me be patient. And because of that patience, I knocked him out in round 6. What I'm saying is, Kiana, you're a 12-round fighter. You don't need to get rich tomorrow, but what you do need to do is follow the steps. What I care more about you following the process than anything else. If you could follow the process, because right now the only process that I hear you talking about is going live every week and going and doing content, which is phenomenal. But you missing a whole nother end of the process, right? And the whole other end of the process is building a business. That's the side of it. That's what I teach you. You can't get to the Holy Grail, that's cool. But start off with the either the most affordable option, start off with the amount of time that you have. If you say, Coach, because I work double shifts and right now in this season they got me doing manager training, so I really only got 3 hours a day to put towards my business. The question I should be getting is, how do I build a profitable business and transform lives when I only have 3 hours a day? That's a different conversation we have. Then I can say, all right, Kiana, boom, I want you doing this. You need to do this. You need to do this. But when you try to do things by yourself and you stop tapping into the community, Sheree was a good person to talk to. Charles, you need to have them on speed dial. Those are when you stop tapping into the community, when you stop reaching out to me, you stop showing up to the calls, and don't listen to the replays. It's gonna make it harder for you, and you're gonna be more frustrated, and you're gonna want to quit. I know for a fact, it's other people that I could tell, like, oh, they just kind of doing this because it's cool right now. For you personally, I know that this is your passion, so I'm not gonna let you quit. Like, you will not quit, because I know, because I know for a fact that you'll be miserable if you wasn't doing this industry. Like, that's like me. Like, I'll be miserable. Like, I've had arguments with my wife before. Like, no, I have to do this, right? So I know how it feels to be so passionate about it, but at the same time, you can't let emotion have you make decisions that's going to end up hurting you more in the long run. So what I would say is that when you could start making as much money every week as you do your job, that's when you could think about leaving. Until you're able to do that, don't do it. Right? I strongly recommend you doing that. So if you say, Coach, I'm making $500 a week, doing this job, okay, well then you got to figure out, how can I make $500 a week in this business? You might say, okay, well, I'm charging $100 for coaching. I need to get 5 clients a month, paying me $100. How can I get 5 clients? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you need to be thinking. That's how business owners think, right? And once you're able to do that, that's when you could start looking at other options. But until then, you'll be in the same cycle over and over and over and over. In a year from now, we'll be having the same conversation, right? So focus on that. How can I make as much money in my business as I do my job? There you go. That's the question. That's the question I want you to ask yourself on a daily basis. How do I make $3,000 a month? And I'm gonna give you a hint, because that's what this whole program has been since the inception of when you started. Is how to build your business and get clients. I'm gonna give you a hint. A hint is, it's not gonna all come at once. The hint is, it's gonna come brick by brick, step by step, person by person. That's how you're gonna build this up. You're gonna get 1 client this week. You're gonna get 2 clients the next week. You're gonna get 4 clients the next week. You're gonna look up. It's gonna be the end of the year, and you're gonna be like, oh damn, I'm already at 20 clients. There you go. You got to do it step by step, and understand that your emotions aren't you. There's some days you're gonna wake up and you ain't feeling it. It's gonna be some days you're gonna be pissed off because of what's happening in the house. It's some days you're gonna be pissed. It's gonna be some days you're gonna be pissed off because somebody was supposed to work their shift and you had to cover for them. It's gonna be days you're gonna be pissed off, but you are not your emotions. All you need to say to yourself is, okay, I'm not managing these emotions well right now because of this situation, but that's okay. Get back to center. And then say, you know what, my mission is important, and I'm gonna continue to operate in my mission so I can march towards my gift, and I can make this $3,000 a month, so I can really release and feel, just free and operate into my gift on a daily basis. But you can do that now. You just gotta do it step by step, and I promise you, there's no magic bullet. Like, you can't snap our fingers or turn on the light switch and this is gonna happen. It's gonna take daily effort. right? That's how it's gonna happen. And then you're gonna look up one day and you're gonna have 30 clients and you're gonna be like, yo, coach, you was right. And I'll be like, I told you. Right? You know, but just trust the process. Okay?
I'm trying. I just be honest, I'm really trying.
You know?
Like it's like I came home and it's like I haven't had a moment just to really breathe. And if I did, it wasn't like what I really needed, you know, because not really breathe is like going to, you know, I was in New York, I went to the park. You know, let's just be honest. The Palace Hotel is like right there.
Right.
Something to visually see while I'm sitting in peace and serenity.
Yeah, so maybe you have like find somewhere where you get a chance to relax, or if you like meditating, or find your spot for peace. You know what I mean? And just, you know, visualize what you want, and you know, you don't always, you know, have to, your brain doesn't always have to go. Sometimes you could just relax and just, you know, dream and say, this is what I want. This is what I want my life to look like. This is what I want. You know, these are the things that I want to be doing on a daily basis. You know.
I have people laughing because I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a personal chauffeur. I don't want to drive. You know, like they be like, where? I don't want to drive. I want a personal chauffeur. You know, the weekend.
There you go.
That's a personal thing for myself.
I love it.
And they laugh at that. And I'm just like, when you laugh, I'm gonna have that.
You love it. Listen, it's funny. I was telling my wife that earlier this year. I said, listen, I said, me going on the way to work. I said, I don't want to drive because that is an extra 50 minutes that I could have been using to work on my business. I said, if somebody driving me to work, I could do. That's 50 minutes I could work towards my business. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it 100%. But what I really want you to be focused on is there's a difference between being the business owner and being the artist. You are a great artist because you love to put out content. But I also need you to switch your mind and be a business owner and say, based how long have I been running this business? How much income have I been generating in this business? Okay, something isn't working, so obviously I have to take different steps, right? So as a business owner, because you're not doing this as a hobby, you're doing this as a business. So if it's a business, then you got to be generating cash flow and income. So for you, your goal is $3,000 a month, and if $3,000 a month means 30 clients, I need you to figure out how to get your first client. Let's start with one, and then once you get one, okay, let's keep that one. And then let's figure out how to get 2 more. Then let's keep those 2 and let's find out how to get 4 more. And let's keep those 4 and let's get 8 more. Right? That's how I want us to be thinking. Right? That's how I want us to be thinking, because you're gonna look up, and I promise you, before you know it, you're gonna get a new client think about it like this. Even if you got 1 new client every week, by the end of the year, you'd easily be at 6 or 7 clients, or 7, 8 clients paying you $100 a month. You already be at like $700, $800 a month. Even if you only got 1 new client per week. You know, God forbid you get 2 clients a week. Now you have 1,400. So it's not hard. It's more about the consistency and saying, okay, my whole building this business is not just about me doing videos and going live. It's a whole lot of things behind the scenes that actually take to build a business, which means I got to talk to real people. I got to get on real phone calls. I got to offer real coaching to people. Those are the things I got to do. Social media has us thinking that when you see ETs, everybody else, social media got you thinking that all you got to do is put out videos. It's way more than that. Like, you know, and you know behind the scenes already because you've been part of the program. Right, so I'm not just saying this to you, but I'm just saying it's like really in general that it's way more than what you see people do online. That in order to build this business, so you have to start building a back end. The back end is phone calls, trainings, booking appointments. Those are all the back end, right? And that's what we help you do, right? And this is what I'm in your corner to help you do. Okay, so continue to tap into Charles. Please tap into Sheree. Sheree is looking for somebody to talk to on a weekly basis. So please continue to tap into Sheree, because she's going to keep you on point. And Charles is going to keep you on point. So those are your accountability partners. So you should be talking to them at least once a week. Okay, that's my challenge to you.
Okay.
All right, Key. Okay, and let me know if you need anything else, or if you have any questions, or if you're feeling any kind of way or whatever. Let me know, cause please stay tapped in. Text me or text Sheree or text Charles, but stay plugged in because we get in our own way when we try doing things by ourselves. And I'm telling you from experience. The only reason we having this conversation is because I overcame this very issue that you're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm saying I'm not telling you to stop. What I'm telling you to do. No, no. Yeah. Yeah.
My mentality of things is different, but I do know that looking at what I have or how much money have you made already. Like, I don't know how to answer questions like that.
Yeah, and don't and listen, and people gonna listen.
And if I tell you no, I haven't made any money. No, no, you probably you will be my first client. I don't know what their mindset is
Look.
there, but at the same time, I just be like, stop.
Yeah, and you know what? It's like, don't worry about them because those, like everybody starts somewhere, right? So we all get our first client. You don't come out of the womb or come out of high school and you get clients. You know what I mean? So don't worry about that. Yeah, you might have a few rotten apples, bad apples that ask you those questions, but don't worry about it. Say, hey, look, right now I'm just starting, so I'm looking to get my client, and that's why I'm charging this price because I'm getting my first client. And you would be surprised on how many people will actually want to support you because you are their first client. Because you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be shy at saying that. I would be proud to tell people like, hey, listen, I'm excited about this. I'm passionate about it. And I really feel like I can get you results because I got myself some results in this area. And look, you my first client, and this is all I'm charging you for this. And the only thing I ask for is a testimonial. If you approach it from that perspective and don't worry about the naysayers and the haters, you're gonna be just fine.